I'm Rob Lucero, and I'm running for Congress here in LA's 34th Congressional District, the heart of LA. This is my community, fifth generation in this district. We are going to give this district back to the people. Being fifth generation in this district, my great-grandfathers, two of them were involved in building the infrastructure of this area. During the New Deal, they built the Pasadena Freeway and the flood control systems. One of my great-grandfathers was a truck driver on that. Another one laid concrete. We can do that again where young people get connection to the community by being the ones that build the community. So we have a new program called the American System Corps, which will actually be modeled on the public works projects of the New Deal. We'll scale up existing projects by 10 to 15 times using public credit, using the tools of government, so that we no longer say we don't have money to change the community. Well, this is Glassell Park, a recreation center where I played baseball, basketball. When they built the gym, we played inside the gym. We went swimming there. I was also the newspaper boy here. Growing up in this community, Glassell Park, it was kind of a bridge between a number of different neighborhoods that my family lived in. Highland Park, where my grandfather lived, and my mom's mom, the other side of the family. Cypress Park, where my great-grandmother lived. Glassell Park was, of course, where we went to school. Eagle Rock, where I ended up going to high school. This community is everything to me, and it means so much to fight to bring it back. Highland Cafe has a special place in my heart. My buddy from middle school started the business. There's a movement for public banking in LA. I want to support that in Congress with as much public credit as possible. A big commitment in my campaign is to make sure that small businesses have the resources to thrive. Well, this is the house where in 2013 I picked up my wife for our first date. And as I was talking to her for the first time, I said, "Oh, what part of LA do you live in? Because I'm from Highland Park." She goes, "What street did you live on in Highland Park?" I said, "Stratford and 51, and she just lost it laughing, saying, "I'm like a block away from there right now." And it turned out it was this little house. We ended up living together here for close to a year until we got pregnant and needed a bigger house. So this was my grandfather, Nick Lucero's house. He called it the house the Rams built because when he bought it in 1964, he was already the director of the Boys and Girls Club of Los Angeles, which at the time, 1970s, the Rams were his biggest supporters and donors. But I have lots of memories there. At one point, my family and I lived in there. We also did astronomy here. My grandfather had a telescope. We would set it up there. And it's where I first started learning about astronomy. And from here, you can actually see the Griffith Park Observatory. So a lot of my intellectual life started here. My grandfather was a reader, his wife, my grandmother Eloise was a reader, and just a lot of great memories here. In my extended family, I have a number of military veterans. My grandfather, his older brother, they were in the service during Korea and World War II. My mom's brothers, all my uncles. We have a tendency to serve. Growing up in this area in the 70s and 80s, we had a lot of productive jobs. We had people that sometimes barely made it out of high school who got a decent job paying the bills. Sometimes one income could feed a whole family. That's too rare today. I'm campaigning for Congress because people are really frustrated with Congress doing nothing. We don't have the resources in the community that we need. We are the second largest city in the United States. This district has the heart of LA in it, and we can transform what's possible in California and in the United States. For the last several years, I've been working in public policy circles on a program for massive investment in the community. There's currently a bill in Congress to provide $125 billion to the County of Los Angeles, which is more than 10 times what the budget is today for infrastructure. Those are jobs rebuilding the bridges, the roads, our systems of power and water. We can provide good paying jobs for so many people in this district. Rebuild trust, rebuild jobs, rebuild Los Angeles. My name is Rob Lucero. I'm running for Congress to give the district back to its people. Please sign our petition for a new infrastructure bank. Let's get $5 trillion back into the communities across the United States. Let's get a lot of money back into LA. Let's rebuild the country. Lucero for Congress.